So, I love the Portal series. Portal 2 is one of my favorite games ever. And other than Valve never making a third in the series of games, I don't think there should really be a sequel to Portal 2. For a few reasons. One, I think the story is kind of complete. GLaDOS lets you free, and there is a fact, or a theory that GLaDOS is actually Chell's mother, and if that is true, which I think, then she wouldn't take her back, and that theory is also supported by the fact that if you listen to the ending song with the turrets in English, or translated in English by subtitles, she calls her little girl. Why would she call some random person her little girl? So, yeah, and she also tells her to run far away from science, so, yeah. And, yeah, there was a popular theory going around that when you let up into the elevator, that is a actual test chambers, and there are a few reasons why that's probably fake. One, there is a cooperative play that takes place right after the Portal main game, so if that's true, then why don't we ever hear anything about Chell? Like, the robots interrupted Chell during testing, so why wouldn't they interrupt her? And why would she be testing two people at the same time? I don't know, or technically three. And also, there's no way that they would actually Valve would ever create test chambers that actually have stuff in them. Because the reason the test chambers are blank was to keep the focus on the puzzle. Because the test chambers originally actually had a bunch of stuff around them, but people were trying to use all this useless stuff, which is another reason why I don't think Portal game will ever take place in a real life place like a lot of fake trailers have been showing. But yeah, and if this is wrong, then there is one thing I am definitely sure about, and that is that next Portal game will not have portals. This is backed up by the fact that Portal 2 originally wasn't going to have that many portals, but it was put in because fans wanted more portals. And another thing is, Chell most likely won't be in the game because she wasn't really going to be in Portal 2. It was going to be her sister called Mel, but they eventually added in because of the playtesters not being sad that they weren't recognized as the player from the last game by GLaDOS. So yeah, those are some of my thoughts on the Portal and a Half series. I really do hope that Valve decides to make Portal 2.5. It would be really fun, even though it most likely won't have any of the mechanics. And originally, when I was thinking about this, I thought, well, why would they make a Portal game without all the key factors of Portal? But then I remembered that GLaDOS would have to be in it, and maybe even Wheatley if he found a way to get back from wherever. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and guess you see you later. Hopefully, one day we will get Portal 2 Episode 2. Um, yeah, and as Wheatley would say, the end. So, what you just saw was basically my thoughts on how Portal game is and everything. Um, all the images from here were either made by me or taken from Google, just basically the Portal pictures. And Valve owned Portal. Please go buy the game now. It's on Steam. $10 for Portal 1. And $20 for Portal 2, and they're worth it. There's no tax involved. It's just the right prices. Um, and please do not forget to press that like button down there because it really helps me out. And well, for everyone who likes, I would give them a personal cake. Yeah, you thought this video was gonna have cake, did you? You thought there was gonna be no cake video. Well, this video does not have cake. That meant Portal. Well, too bad. There's cake, and you better like it. I'll try making videos monthly, and please stick around, because next time, gonna be a pretty interesting topic if I get my way. If I don't, and I have writer's block again, like most of the time, it's gonna be some really dumb topic. I bet you $5,000 that. See you later, guys.